Dave, we got a lot of seniors out there, man. This is their year, and we are celebrating seniors. Oh, man, all you guys and gals that work so hard, and so many people are so proud of all your work. We wish we could have been celebrating your graduation at a big Sun Dome graduation.
Yeah, I'll
but
never forget my senior year.
Dang it,
best 3 years of my life. It was just really...
That's what I should be saying. What do you mean? Come on. We have Yakima School Superintendent Trevor Green on the phone with a whole bunch of folks with us this morning. Good morning, Trevor.
Oh, good morning. This is actually Clint Endicott. Trevor
Clint.
wasn't able to join us this morning. That's all right.
That's right. Hi, Clint. Yeah, you joined us yesterday. You're with a whole bunch of folks, though, right?
Yes, I am. I've got Lois Menard, our principal of Yakima Online, with some parents joining us this morning.
Yakima Online.
Good morning.
Good morning. Lois, how long has Yakima Online been a thing?
Yeah.
Well, we've been a school for 13 years, and I've got 3 parents on the line, and their students have graduated from Yakima Online, and they're just so excited and looking forward to giving a shout-out to their students, their children.
Well, let's start with that.
Yeah.
Let's get the celebration rolling. Introduce our parents, and who are the kids that have done it the new way?
Well, we have Celia Hildebrand, and she is our valedictorian, and her father is on. His name is Eric. We have Gabriel Rodriguez, who is our salutatorian, and his mother is on, and her name is Kathy. And we have Danielle Valise, who's from Yakima Online, and her mom is Wendy.
Wow.
Well, we got the folks that know that system the best then in terms of how to take care of business and get it done. Congratulations to you all. Let's start with, did you say Eric is
We have
online?
Eric. Eric. And his daughter is Celia Hildebrand.
Well, Eric, let's start with you. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Good morning. Thanks. I'm great. I appreciate it.
How proud are you, Pops? I mean, this is a pretty special accomplishment. Did you think that when your child was going to be going to school that the online way would be the way that they would go?
Yeah.
No, it was a little different. My daughter's pretty unique. She's a competitive gymnast and trains pretty much every day in the gym. And this just worked out really well for us. So she could spend more time in the gym training and what Yakima Online provided, and was just worked out great for her. She adapted to it really well. They were very supportive and provided a real good opportunity for her that's benefited her future, and she's moving on to Seattle Pacific University in the fall as a gymnast there, and we're super excited about it.
Well, it wasn't as though she had to take those dang gym classes at school when she's living in the gym herself. Well, congratulations. Here's a case where an online school fit a kid who really knew what they wanted to do, who was dedicating a big chunk of their life and time to accomplishing those goals, but still had to make sure that education was part of the big picture.
Yeah.
So when did she start online? Was she a junior or a senior, or when did that all get going?
She actually started as a freshman. She went straight from middle school and started as a freshman there, and we kind of looked into what the options were. We met with Lois Menard, the principal there, and it was just very much support right away. Mrs. Velasquez, her counselor, was excellent in helping out. Mr. Soldwick, one of the teachers there, they just do a really good job of reaching out, even though you're not in class every day, of making sure that the students come in and get the help and the resources they need. And it was a great fit for our daughter right away, and it worked out really well.
Well, that's perfect. Yeah. Does she have an affiliation? Like, does she think of herself as more of a cadet than a pirate, or does she just say, "I'm more of Al Gore because he invented the internet"?
She's all about being a gymnast. So Gymnastics Plus has been her home gym, and so that's kind of what she associates with. But Yakima Online's been the resource for her to make it happen. So it's been great.
Well, congratulations. That's
definitely
awesome. That is awesome.
We call ourselves the Cyber Stars.
The Cyber Stars. Well, let's talk to the mom of another Cyber Star. Kathy, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing great. Thank you.
I bet you. Let me ask you about the same kind of experience when your daughter started this whole process. Is it Gabrielle?
Gabriel.
Gabriel. So it's a son. It's a boy. Okay, I wrote it down wrong. My apologies. See, that's the problem. When they're online, you can't see them face to face.
Exactly.
Were there any problems with that? The fact of lack of contact or whatever. Obviously, your boy certainly got the academics down, right? That wasn't the issue. But were there any other things that you noticed that maybe was part of the school thing that was missing, or that you thought might have been there but wasn't? That sort of thing.
Oh, I think we went ahead and, because he came from a small private school, we went to a Yakima Online, and he's been there since 9th grade.
Okay.
Also, yeah. So we felt that it was more, I don't know, safer for him to be there. I don't know. But we... I'm kind of at a loss of words.
Well, I'll ask you a question, and then you can just not have to make it up as you go. Let me ask you this: as an online student, was there a lot of hands-on work for you, the parent, to help them through certain things, or does he and his screen and away he goes, or did you find you were helping out?
I helped some, but Mr. Soblik and Miss Velasquez and Miss Menard were a big part of encouraging him and making it so he goes in the direction that he felt. He ended up doing a summer school at YV Tech, and he did American Sign Language. And he had decided then that he wanted to become an ASL teacher. Wow. So in 11th grade, Miss Velasquez suggested that he do the Running Start program. And with him being online already, it helped with him being online for college and some of his classes. And he soared. So he did another 3 quarters at YVC for ASL and became a president of the ASL club. And he made the president's list at the college and the dean's list at the college. He's almost done.
How exciting is that?
Fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So here you've definitely found a situation. What we hear so much is that public school, one size fits all. That's part of the problem. But you guys actually found a situation that really enabled the best in your boy to come out, and to, it sounds like, social maturity to become president of a club, and as well as the academic excellence. So you really found your niche, didn't you?
Exactly. And he started volunteering and going to the deaf socials that they had. So he just soared in the American Sign Language that he loved. He's doing extremely well.
Fantastic. Excellent. I mean, that's, to me, that both of these things sound like the exact success story that this kind of program is about. Kids that have an interest, a focus, a desire, kids who have schedules that may not work the best with the first period, second period thing, and yet are able to learn and progress at a rate that gets them into running start type programs. I mean, this is really quite fantastic, isn't it?
It is. They can go at their own speed. So this is you take a class that's 3 weeks long, and if they finish it in a week and a half, they go on to the next one. My son completed the high school program, I think it was in December, so he was able to focus on the college part of it straight on through without any extra, work doing from the high school.
Yeah,
so he did great.
Sounds like he must have a pretty good mom on his backside helping him out.
We have some students that graduate early. We have some that graduated, back in October or January, and they were waiting for this ceremony, and we're doing as best we can, all the shout-outs that we can. And Kathy Gabriel has a sister that went through Yakima Online as well.
Yep, and she graduated quite a bit early, but she continued to do YV Tech because she was in the culinary program.
I'll be darned.
Mm-hmm.
So Do you have her come over and
say,
instead of having
cooking dinner tonight.
chicken dinner at Mama's house, it's like we all go over to her place because she can cook, right?
She likes doing the baking part of it, so she likes to bake.
Well, congratulations
Yeah.
to you and your family. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Let's get Wendy's story. Wendy, good morning. How are you?
Hi, Wendy.
Good morning. Good morning. First of all, I want to say that Yakima Online is the best kept secret in Yakima. It is just such an underutilized resource, and I'm just thrilled. In love with Miss Menard and Mr. Smolik. Mrs. Holyfield, who is the special ed teacher, just helped us. So my daughter was in a near fatal car accident in 2016. She was in a coma for 10 days,
Oh,
and we were at Harborview and Children's for 40 days.
Oh, my.
Yeah, she turned 14 in the hospital, and when she was discharged, she was at a fourth grade academic level. And we were in the West Valley School District, and they were just so embracing of her and really worked with us to get her in a curriculum. And we work with an advocate from the Brain Injury Alliance since we've been discharged. So had a bunch of allies. We put her. I put her in Yakima Online her senior year. What we found is not only do you have the 5 classes or whatever, you have the hundreds of kids around you. And so what happens is she gets so sensory overloaded, so stimulated that her memory, she'll just kind of, what I call it, she kind of clicks off, and she gets, the headaches are outrageous every day anyway, but just that she shuts down and takes her probably, I would say, about 16 hours. We've kind of timed it for her to recover from any high stimulation.
Wow.
So my oldest son, who's 23 now, he wanted to go into the Army at 17. Well, they weren't taking, he had his GED, and he didn't want to go. He wanted to go in at 17, but they weren't accepting 17-year-old GEDs. So he went to Yakima Online, got his diploma, and he has been in the Army since he was 18, and it's just been so he has a diploma. And then Danielle. So Danielle actually started her senior year. I think we started in August, Lois?
Yeah.
August or September, right away.
Right around
and
there.
She actually graduated in January. So, yeah.
Wow.
So
Class.
you had one son blaze a trail for his sister to follow. Is that kind of what the online story was in your world?
Yeah, well, I wouldn't have even known about Yakima Online had we not researched it for my son.
Sure.
And they get one class at a time. They get 3 weeks to complete the class, but you can get an extension. The one-on-one was the most important for Danielle. She was able to work here, and I'm mom, so I don't know anything. So she was able to go and talk to Mrs. Bowling, Miss Menard, and Mrs. Holyfield, who really did a great job of helping coordinate the special services that she needed. And, of course, Danielle doesn't think she needs anything, which is fine. But basically we gave her a lot of quiet. And
Sure, at her own pace and in a comfortable environment. I mean, any kid can get overwhelmed. But if you're dealing with, traumatic brain injury and having to get yourself rewired while you're trying to learn, I can imagine that I would want as much comfort and structure at my pace so that I could use and develop my abilities to the best. That's the perfect solution. It
really was.
It's fascinating to me. Each of your 3 cases here is different from the other for different reasons, and yet the online solution is adaptable enough to have brought about great success for all 3 different circumstances. That says a lot about that program. So shout out to your daughter. What's next for her?
Well, she got a job working at a testing center, so she's trying to go the professional route right now. She did she may, but right now she's taking what she called her gap year. But she does want to go into psychology and become a high school counselor. So
wow.
That's all of the influence that came from the support.
Well, I'll tell you what. There are a lot of people that that have accidents and don't find that path to bring them back. I mean, it's a lifelong struggle and all of that. But to be able to, is she? What's her age? Is she a class? Is it this or peer group?
18.
Yeah, peer group.
Yeah, she's
everything.
18. Yeah. And by the time that she was in the middle of ninth grade, she was back at a 10th, 11th grade academic level.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah, it was a miracle that she survived, and then having the little young pliable mind that can actually pretty much rewire quickly.
Know. Fantastic. Well, I'll tell you what.
What a journey.
When it comes to Hug Your Teacher Day, you're ready to get out there and hug these people, aren't you?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Missing them a lot.
Well, I want to say to Eric and to Kathy and to Wendy, a big shout out to all your kids. Congratulations for their accomplishment, and it truly is an accomplishment so that they can accomplish the other things in life that they want to get to and get about. Lois, this is I agree. Who said it was the best kept secret? I mean, they are right. I mean, I had no idea. I had no idea that there was this kind of flexibility and capability to morph into so many different niches for whatever the needs are of the people who come to you. How many students do you deal with?
Well, in Yakima Online, we have around 120. We have 33 graduates. And then on our campus, which is 4 portables behind YV Tech, we have an open door program, and we have 10 graduates from there, and we have another 2 from another program. So we have 45 diplomas this year, and we have 27 students that have the potential to get their GED. That test is running a little bit behind, but we could have 27 GEDs as well.
Now, is there does the state's expense for like a normal student cover everything necessary here? Is there an extra cost that they need?
No, this is a Yakima Public School District program or schools. All of them are under that same umbrella of the district. Mm-hmm. Yes.
How do we tell more people about you more often? We got when can people sign on? I mean, do you guys follow the regular school year? Obviously, you don't.
Well, they can start calling me. I'm starting to get a lot of calls, and we're here, and we're able to expand, and so we're in the Yakima School District website, and please, and you're doing a shout out right now for us, and we really appreciate it.
Well, let me ask you this: with the COVID-19 and it kind of talk about rewiring brain pads, a lot of people are saying, "Do I want to send my kid to the crowded halls and all of that stuff? I mean, what are my options?" You are a fantastic option, and people need to know about this. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys are. I mean, can you be overwhelmed? It's a computer, right? You can handle millions of students, or maybe not, but I'm sure you can handle more than you have, and we'd love to make that available to our listeners to say, hey, have you considered this?
Yes. Now that the district has and this COVID's happened, we've gotten laptops into the hands of students, and so I think we'll have more students for sure that'll go this route. We do have a campus, and they like to come here. That's for that social interaction, et cetera. But they can work at home now easier.
YakimaSchools.org/online. You'll find them online right there. Yakima Online. Good stuff.
Let me ask you something.
Can I add?
Yes, go ahead.
Can I add just one thing? This is Wendy. Most of the graduate schools are online, and a lot of college classes are online. And I just feel that Danielle specifically, she's going to be ready to take those online forms because she was able to navigate in high school in a very safe environment. So I'm just so thankful.
This is super prep for that. You always talk about, we got to take our remedial class or our, college prep. just doing this program puts you prepped for so many other opportunities in higher ed, doesn't it? That's amazing. All right, so here's my last question. I kind of slept through algebra. Can I sign back on and take an algebra class myself?
Yeah, right.
Is there an age limit or anything like that?
Are you under the age of 21 or?
Not so much. I've seen 21 about 3 times. How about that?
You can always sign up for online classes through universities.
Very good.
Yeah.
My option, my niche. Hey, gang, congratulations to one and all. This is a fantastic opportunity. Man, oh man, oh man. I plead ignorant. I had no idea that we had this kind of capability in Yakima that could meet these needs so well. And I'm just delighted that we get a chance to tell people about it and to give them another option as they consider education into 2021 and beyond for their families, that you guys are there to help provide a unique and effective experience.
And I'm happy to give you my phone number.
Let's have it.
I hope to get lots of phone calls today, 573-5581.
And that's the number to call, Lois, if they want to start talking about what the program might offer someone else's child. Guys, thank you. Clint, are you still with us?
Yes, sir.
You have got to feel pretty proud to know that this is in the old toolbox, don't you?
Yes, indeed. You know, it's such a great opportunity for our students, and what wasn't mentioned that I feel people need to know is that students can actually participate in athletics and activities at Eisenhower and Davis while they participate at Yakima Online. So they can still have that interaction at the school of their choosing and take their classes at Yakima Online.
So if, I don't have to do my squeaky clarinet at home, I can actually take a band class and do it.
Yep, exactly. Yeah. And that we find a lot of students taking advantage of just that. So it's, it is a really robust program. It had a lot of offerings, and it's just met the needs of a lot of our families.
Well, high five to all you guys. Congratulations to the kids and their families, the ones we spoke to and all the others that have used this program to their great advantage. Thank you so much for allowing us to tell the Valley about this. Yeah. I think it's fantastic.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank
guys.
you.
Best to all in the summer to come. And, here's the only thing I always worry about, Lance. If I'm homeschooled, what do I do during summer break? I go sit on the steps of the school for, just wait a second. That doesn't make something. Guys, take care. Thank you for your time. We appreciate it.
Thank you. My phone's already ringing.
There you go, by golly. All right.